Hey, that's Dave Grisham here, God and Country Ministry.
Do you want to go stand on the porch?
Today we were here at Elvis Presley's house. We came here to step on the blue suede shoes and see what happened. You don't know, they told us not to step on the blue suede shoes, but we're going to try it and see what happens here. This is Elvis's porch swing. I don't know if Elvis ever sat here, but we're going to relax at Elvis's house.
Yeah. It says tickets required for entry.
Really? Oh, you got to pay to go in? That's
Oh yeah, there's somebody in there talking.
Oh yeah, they're giving. It's a tour guide. They're giving a tour.
Yeah.
We just want to sit on the front porch and relax. And, we wanted to see if we could get this as an Airbnb so we could stay the night here at Elvis's house and sleep on Elvis's bed. You know, and play with his guitar. We want to play with his guitar. I'm sure his guitar is in there. And put on his blue suede shoes and walk around in them. It'd be fun. You know, the thing is that, you know, a lot of people consider places like this sacred, but it's really not sacred.
No.
No. God is sacred. The birthplace of Jesus Christ would be a lot more sacred.
That's
than
right.
This place. But people consider other people like idols, like gods, and they elevate them way beyond what they should be. You know, and so you really shouldn't be looking at Elvis Presley as some kind of a god or some kind of a idol to look up to. The man died of a drug overdose. He's lived his life in the midst of sin and adultery and all that kind of stuff, and was not really a very good person, and he probably went to hell. But they're going to memorialize him because he's famous, you know? But all that fame didn't buy him anything.
That's right.
Didn't buy him salvation, that's for sure.
Yep.
You know? So.
And then
That's the main lesson to learn from this.
Let's take a look inside here.
Who was calling them? It was Tracy.
There's this little living room in there. Got a little. I'm not paying to go inside this house.
No,
I'm not wasting my money on that.
Are we still live?
But I will say. So here, yeah. So see, we're standing at Elvis's house. But like you said,
house. Hey, babe.
People will come from all over.
Hey,
the
we're
country.
live on Facebook right now. We're standing on the front porch of Elvis's birthplace house in Tupelo, Mississippi. And we were driving right through, so we thought we'd stop and see it. And so we made a quick little live video about how you shouldn't worship people. You should worship God. That people are not sacred, and their birthplaces are not sacred. And Elvis may have been a very good singer, but he was not a good person. He was not a good man. He needed Jesus Christ, and he died and most likely went to hell. It's a real tragedy. It's a real tragedy.
And it's messed up too, because as small as his house is, not a very big house, not a giant house, not a mansion by any means.
Yeah.
But I'll bet you he had a good childhood. I bet you he was happy here playing here.
He was, yeah.
Probably played underneath the porch there.
Grew up right across the street from a church.
Yeah.
There's St. Mark United Methodist Church across the street, which was probably a lot more conservative than it is now.
Than it is now, yeah.
Yeah, it is now. But yeah, he probably had a good childhood growing up in a small town with people that served God, and he was exposed to Christianity.
Yep.
He was raised in a Christian home.
Yeah.
And but he let money and fame and all that other stuff get in the way and lead him away from God.
Yep.
And so he lost his soul. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his very soul?
And there's a good example.
Yeah, and this is a good example, because Elvis Presley had the whole world at his feet, and yet he lost his very soul. So it's a tragedy, a real tragedy. Don't be like Elvis. Yeah, don't be like Elvis. Better to be unknown and go to heaven than to be known
and go to hell.
And go to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of the front of the house. And we stopped at the American Family.
Hey, I didn't even know they had air conditioning back then.
Oh yeah, look, modern air conditioner, man. They back in 1935, they had really good air conditioning. I don't think you need something that big for this tiny little house. I think a little window unit would do just fine.
Yeah.
Can you imagine growing up in a house in Mississippi with